I was just going to share a few things that I've experienced over the last several hours that are what I call little markers. And I know that because of what I share, because of what I experience, which is called I'm being informed, which is the result of what we're all doing. So I think I've mentioned a number of times over the last number of years, because I sort of self-monitor myself, the biovoltage factors, which are the accretion levels of how much voltage you can handle, right? And now you get into, as I mentioned before, the resistance factor, right? When I'm mated, right? So I do a dance. When two magnets become one, that's a massive whirlpool. I call that a massage center, a plasma field massage center as a plasma field generator doing a dance. It's two spirits braided as one, experiencing being one, which is our temple. A pure, absolute, eternal love that's on fire to create. And so I noticed this was sort of striking, but not unexpected, because I monitor the changes that occur every day. I've mentioned this before. It's been bumpy. You know, it comes and it goes. It's like an off-road course with your magnetic gyrodome technology, yeah? Your vertical and horizontal stabilizers. I'm a monopole, which is like the vertical pole that runs all the way up through the 15D grid, right? Just burn it way to the top. Let's go all the way to the top of the mountain. Want to climb the highest mountain, spin your way all the way to the top. That kind of stuff, right? So a couple of things that I experienced this morning in my mirror, one of which was by a guy by the name of Mohsen Paul Sar, Sarafazi, PhD. I looked at some of the stuff that he publishes some years ago, and I thought, yeah, you're right on the you get it, right? Yeah, I've experienced this information before. Yeah, okay. So I was thinking about some stuff like, for example, Patty Broussard put up a map, the data. So here's something about data, particularly when the data comes through NASA. The data that we experience in our mirror, the holographic mirror, as it relates to isobars, which is atmospheric pressure sensitive washer, right? The PSI, the isobars, the isometric, the weight of the waves, the weight of the hologram. So in other words, we're getting data that is based on the density, speed, wave, and the dimension to which that data is represented by. Which means the data is going to change as we change, right? That's if we're running the same data system that it runs, right? So when you're a monad, it's a little different, right? Difference in speed, which is a torque-speed ratio, which means you're equal unto all living life forms we're gifting love to, which means, again, everything that is in my mirror is what I'm giving love to, and it's automatic, which means that pilot light, like when you go to a gas stove and you see that blue flame, that flame is always lit. It's never off. That gas is always burning. Hot as hot can be. That's the hottest temperature and the coldest temperature become one. To do what? Manage the PSI. So we're in equal balance. Always sharing, equal in balance. So we do a dance. That means the math works automatically for you. You don't have to think about how the elemental command authority operates for you, which means I am how it works. Remember, I'm a little 4-year-old kid going into a math class, showing us how to do all the calculus, the algebra. I am how it works. What do you mean you are how it works? I am what love is that goes on forever, gifting electrons at the highest rate of speed. That means the mathematical ratios automatically work for who it is that we are, because I'm experiencing being equal unto all of you. The equal sign. Yes, I am the equal sign. 0. Pure love consciousness. The first engine of consciousness creation. The first sphere. The first metabolic rate of speed, which is eternity. We don't ever age. The light spirit body never ages. That light spirit body is on fire to spin. Mathematical ratios, which are known as proportions. It's like being a chemist. Let's see, I'm going to use 1 teaspoon here and 1/8 of a gram of this and so much of this and so much of this. Let's see, I'm going to put a little bit of boron here, some calcium here, some magnesium here. I got all this right. The mathematical ratios of combining all of this is just perfect. So you're experiencing perfect ratios. So we're always experiencing the first mathematician. Yeah. So another video pops up, which is related to this, was by a guy that I watched a number of his videos, who spent an enormous amount of his own time and energy culling information from all of the ancient texts, everything related to the Bhagavad Gita, the Krishna, right, the Christ star, the Buddha, Buddhahara, right, the Hindus, the Sikhs. I mean, the amount of information that this guy culled through just in a lifetime to be able to sort of pull it all together and make any sense out of it. So he did a video that I saw a few minutes ago called Bill Donahue, 119B. Your success store is, this is my own words, PSI, L phase locked. But the actual title of his video is Your Success Door is Locked. I added on to that, your PSI, L phase is locked, phase locked. The consciousness is locked down. And how that relates to what is known as atmospheric speed ratios, being PSI sensitive between fire and ice cubes. Yeah. So I thought I'd share that because this is what I noticed. Some of the videos that I do in the morning when I wake up in a state of love and joy with the sun, I just am compelled to just share whatever I'm experiencing. And because of the speed of this particular phone, and I only get maybe, well, you know, it lies, right? It doesn't tell you the truth. Just like when it says you get unlimited bandwidth and it only costs you $39 a month, this AI doesn't run on. Now, you have to be careful about unsa, as an un, the all, the one, right? Like in universe, unicycle. And it says that it provides you unlimited bandwidth. That's not true at all. Right? So it's a liar. Watch your electrons. And so it's not telling you the truth. That means that everybody that ever paid a fee in order to be on the internet should be reimbursed. Because anything that lies based on what you think you're getting that isn't what you're really getting is fraud. And fraud is void on contact. Yeah, isn't that what the law says according to their own corporate rules? And so this is important because I noticed that in the past, like over the last week, if I put something up that's anywhere between 12, 14, or 16 minutes, it takes a better part of an entire day before it ever goes up. I did one this morning. If you'll notice, it was like, what was it, 14 minutes and 60 seconds or something like that? Wow, it went up there in about, 5-6 hours maybe? No, wait, it's about 1:45. And I think I did it around 9 in the morning. So what's that, 4.5 hours, something like that? Wow. You know what sound buffering is, right? It was able to compress it and get it up a lot faster than it used to be able to do, like a lot faster than it used to be able to do. So Mr. Mohsen Paul Safarzi mentioned something like that as it relates to atomic matter speed over sound and light, right? Time, space vectors, seconds. And this was important because when you understand monitoring all the cells of planetary cellular consciousness, all the batteries, all the DNA templates that are here, right? And our accretion levels being monitored. Because those are called the known, unknown knowns. Oh, it's known all right. Right? That's called mapping the terrain. Mapping the universal, galactic, and planetary consciousness terrain. To make sure that we don't burn anybody up, yeah? So it's done as comfortably as possible. So that means it's being monitored, how we're all doing. Right? Yeah. We know how to do that. Hi, Mama. Have a great day. We love you all.